My mother was a perfectionist, and she didn't really get the life that she dreamed of, so she wanted me to live her life for her, which is one of the reasons she sent me to music school way too young, because she wanted to learn to play the piano and then I had to learn it instead. And what really damaged me is that when I came home from school and I was a really good student and my report said 99%, my mother didn't say, well done, I'm proud of you, but she said, what happened to the 1%? Why couldn't you get 100%? And having a parent that's never ever happy, no matter how good you are at what you do, how hard you try, it creates a permanent damage in your own emotional state, because you have a feeling that you can never be good enough. And it leads to hating yourself, and it leads to always striving to be better and get better, but never happy, and beating yourself up. And that's how I became a perfectionist myself. And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who went through similar experiences. And it's a mistake to be a perfectionist, because you can't be perfect at everything the whole time. You have to be kind to yourself. You need to learn to love yourself, because if you keep on striving for perfection and you get more and more jobs to do in your life as you grow older, you have your job that pays for the bills, you have a marriage coming into that, and you have children, so there's more and more roles you want to be perfect at. You will burn out if you think you have to be perfect at everything. It's just not possible. And I know it because I've been through it. I thought I had to be Superwoman. I was the perfect vitreoretinal surgeon. I was the perfect wife. Then I wanted to be the perfect mother and still have a perfectly clean house. And there's not enough hours in the day, and there was not enough energy in this one person to be perfect at everything the whole time. And this was one of the mistakes that I made that ultimately made me crash down in burnout. So I don't want you to make the same mistakes as me. What actually happened is that after my first pregnancy, I was so low in energy, I couldn't drag myself out of bed anymore. I was also tossing and turning at night. I didn't get good sleep anymore. I was so tired that I even couldn't go and take care of my crying baby. I also couldn't walk well because I had been in a wheelchair for 6 months almost. That's how burnt out I was. So I asked my colleagues for some time off, but no, 3 weeks after the cesarean section, they wanted me back full-time at work, including night shifts and weekend work. So there was absolutely not enough energy for me to do all of it. I started really spiraling down in very low mood. I even became irritable towards my kind husband, which is very out of character for me. I started thinking about leaving my job. My colleagues started bullying me because I wasn't as fast on my feet anymore as I was before. And ultimately, after a year of struggling in burnout and visiting lots of allopathic doctors who couldn't diagnose me correctly, who couldn't give me any treatment, I did the hard thing and I quit my very profitable job when I was at the top of my career, and I packed up my family and we moved to the other side of the planet. So I lost my career, I lost my home, I left the country, I lost my income, I lost my health, physically and mentally, because of burnout. And that's why this is my mission, to help you, first of all, not to dive deep into burnout, but for those of you who are already so exhausted and fatigued, and maybe you've been diagnosed with chronic fatigue or with fibromyalgia or with depression. These are all similar entities. It has to be approached very holistically. I spent 10 years looking for solutions to get my energy back. And I've learned so many new techniques and new tools, and I've put it all together in the Burnout Recovery Solution for you. So you can take these steps, there are 6 modules, and step by step, even with my personal help if you want, you can get back on track and you can get more energy, you can create more time to recharge and more time for your family, you can heal your supportive relationships, you can find your life purpose, and much more in this program. So I highly recommend, if you are a doctor, a nurse, a healer, a carer, a student, anybody with chronic disease, with pain like fibromyalgia or chronic fatigue, to contact me, reach out, because it is my mission to help as many of you as possible, so you don't have to go through the disastrous time that I've been through. And it almost took my life. That's how bad it got. Plus, I know colleagues who actually either dropped dead or committed suicide from burnout. So I want you to realize this is serious, people. Please contact me now. You can find the link to my website where you can get the mini course for £7 or a module for £97 or the whole program for £497, or you can get my one-to-one coaching also, which is highly recommendable because I've been through it myself and I know exactly what it feels like when you're down in that dark hole. You need somebody else to pull you out. You cannot climb out all by yourself. So let this be your sign and this light at the end of your tunnel. If you can join me, we can do it together. I am Dr. Veerle Van Tricht, Burnout Expert. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.